after driving the GTR, you will realize two things. One, that it's deceivingly quicker than it feels, and two, that it's probably easier to drive this car fast than any other supercar on the market. Now, the way the engineers have the differential set up, it's almost impossible to get yourself into a bind that you can't get out of. For instance, if you're entering a corner or a slalom and you're experiencing a little bit of understeer, the correct response in the GTR is to actually apply more throttle to allow the front wheels to work and pull you out of the corner, whereas in almost any other car, you need to either dial out some steering or get off the throttle a little bit to regain some of that front grip. Now, this new technology, in a sense, kind of promotes bad driving habits, but the bottom line is that it works.
This car would be fantastic in a long distance race because the thing is just so predictable and so comfortable. Sure, you've got to work hard, but there's no surprises, and you can just, the harder you drive it, the better it drives. And so it's really a racing car driver's dream, really, to drive something like this in a long distance race. It would just be terrific. The car's got great control with the shock absorbers and suspension, and it handles the bumps well and undulations. I ride it up over the curbs now and again, and it takes it very, very well. And the steering is really nice. I like a light steering, and I like a lot of assist with it, but the feedback through the steering wheel is still very good, even though it's quite effortless to steer. But the car's so neutral, it's a little bit understeer getting in, but then you pick up the throttle and accelerate off, and the car just becomes neutral, just drives off the corner. So really, wherever you turn the wheel is where the car will go. So initially, when you drive the car, you feel like the rear stepping out a little bit and a bit of oversteer. But then when you realise that you can just stand on the throttle and just drive it off the corner, it'll just pull that car straight again. It's really quite amazing. It's such a well-balanced car, and it just loves to be at the racetrack.